Look at this dude.
It's really loud.
Put a muffler on it.
What do you mean you put a muffler on?
There's a muffler on it. Oh. Yeah. What are you saying, Thomas?
I'm saying it's finally nice outside.
Let's see your hair without a hat on. I just got back from the dentist and like the whole left side of my cheek or face is just like, give me a little shot. A little harder. Put in a fist. I don't feel anything. But I want to take the fuel plate apart on this 12 valve, and I don't think it's been adjusted. It still has that screw in it. Sorry if I'm talking with like a lisp, but I can't feel my tongue. But I don't know if it has that like anti-tamper screw. It still has the anti-tamper screw, I should say, which means I don't think anyone's ever been in there to adjust the fuel plate where you can shave it down a bit, move it forward, and then gain, I don't know, some guys say 30, some guys say 70 horse. I don't know what you actually gain, but you gain more power. So we're gonna do that and see what this thing, see if it rips after. You just got pulled over?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about this truck, but the cops just love it.
Was it?
Literally do anything to come pull you over. Just because you have window tint.
So you, oh yeah, you retinted your front windows again?
I did, yeah. And then the brow. And this cop came flying through an intersection with his lights on and everything, like unsafe, very unsafe, just to come pull me over because I have window tint.
Yeah, I'm gonna be next with getting my getting like my 4th inspection ticket for my taillight. Whatever though, it's a tough price to be the cool, especially this cool.
You gotta pay to play.
I haven't checked the oil in this thing like ever. I think I checked it the day I bought it because I had to drive it like 8 or 9 hours home. But I'm on an angle here, but should be some oil in it. It's got oil pressure. Oof. I don't know about that. I'd say it's like just at the bottom of safe. Oh boy. Good thing I checked it.
Good thing.
That's minor. It's probably because it's on the driveway angle, right? As long as it's got oil pressure, the safe line is more of a guideline. Just watch your oil pressure.
We're back for another year.
Before I actually do this, we'll just quickly start it up and rev it and see kind of how much smoke comes out just in neutral and see if it changes. I'm not going to go drive the truck. We'll go bag the piss out of it after and see if it'll spin the tires and all that stuff. And I'm sure it will. There is a muffler. Give it to me. Is it recording?
What do you call that big honking thing?
You probably emptied it out. It's probably just hollow in there.
Well, it's a resonator. I don't know what you expect. Police signed off on it.
Sure they did.
So yeah. It's good. So the fuel plate's located back in this, I think it's AFC, air fuel control, something like that, housing. So I'm just going to take this off, pop that off, and yeah, we'll see how much of a pain in the butt it is, but we'll get that off and I'll kind of show you once I have it apart what I'm doing in case you guys care, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about doing the fuel plate mod on a 12 valve Cummins, so you guys can give someone else the view. Just wait, forgot to put my safety glasses on. There is the fuel plate, and it looks like it's still kind of in the middle position, which means it probably hasn't ever been tampered with. So I'm going to try to get these those 2 screws out and pull it out and modify it and put it back in. We'll slide all the way to the front. So here's the fuel plate. Now this is a number 5 fuel plate, and honestly I don't know really what the difference is. I'm just going to cut it totally flush there, and I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I got another P-pump at my shop in case I mess this one up, but that's just kind of what I read online, is that you just cut this flush and then put it back in, slide it forward, and bolt her down, and we'll see how it works. Okay, just like that. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough for what we're trying to achieve here. So slap it in and we'll see if it makes a difference. Okay, we got the new fuel plate in. I'm being extra cautious right now because I don't know, I don't ever want an engine to run away. So we got a
trusty license plate.
Just in case we got to put it on the turbo. I don't think we're going to have to, but we're going to fire it up now with the modified fuel plate and just kind of see how it is.
Hey, that's my new license plate. I need that. Don't ruin that license plate. It's brand new. I need that.
Well,
oh no, that's an old one. Never mind, you're good.
Settle down. Come hold this camera. I hope I got her all done up right. Okay, so it doesn't really smoke much more than it did before, but it also doesn't run away. So we're gonna put the air intake back together, and then we're gonna take it for a cruise and bag the absolute piss out of this truck. And I don't know, we'll see if there's any difference with that modification. There's definitely a little bit more pep there.
I think there's something.
I really want to like speed through like residential areas.
Have to be responsible.
I definitely noticed it, but it's not like a huge difference in my opinion. It's not like it's drastic. But it definitely has more, you know, it definitely is going faster. So I guess it's a success for a $0 modification that took like an hour. Not bad. It's pretty good. I do enjoy it. I think the air-fuel ratio is a little bit off though, but I definitely like it. I think I can get a little bit more power out of here. I've just been doing a little bit of reading and adjusting that star wheel for your air-fuel ratio. Apparently when you do the fuel plate mod, sorry it's kind of windy here, but you should adjust that forward a little bit. So that's just right in here. I'm just gonna loosen this little plug there out and adjust the star wheel forward. I don't know, maybe I'll try 10 clicks to start off. And I'll go take it for another drive and see if it changes anything. Okay, with that air-fuel ratio cranked up a bit, I definitely notice it more, like the truck's faster. So I probably put it up about 10 or 15 clicks. I'm gonna go do like another 10 or so and then drive it again because I think I can still get more out of it, but it feels much better now that I adjusted the air fuel. So some guys say you don't have to, but in my case, it definitely helped a lot. It helps the turbo spool way faster, it feels like. Also though, you guys probably know a lot more about these trucks than I do. I honestly don't touch 12 valves. I touch more newer trucks, but you know, I'm getting more into 12 valves, especially because I have my own now. So any insight, you guys feel free to put in the comments and kind of tell me what you think, or just tips and tricks you know for these trucks. Let me know because I'm learning right now. This is an old double lane highway. That's the new highways over there, and so it's just Burnout Alley out of town. Like everyone comes here to do burnouts.
And we love burnouts. How's that feel?
Feels good. I'm gonna get them going. These tires are gonna be cooked. I'm gonna turn around though so that people on the highway know. They can see and they know. They know we have a 12 valve. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Wish I had an EGT pyro though, so I know how hot it was getting. But I'm sure it's fine. It's just a 12 valve.
I love this thing.
Wait, that's not the road, Kyle.
This poor truck. I don't know, we got no boost. I think we lost our intake.
Something went.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we just lost our boost or something.
What do you think? What do you think happened?
I bet you we. Who knows? Let's see. Yeah, no boost. So something's off the turbo. Hopefully the turbo didn't just shear off of the engine or something. No, I bet you it's just like a turbo boot or something. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see. So, oh, right here. Yeah. Turbo boot. Right down here, there's the pipe where it goes from your turbo to your air-to-air here. There's a connection that she popped off, it looks like. So we got no boost, but we can fix that easily. It's probably, oh man, what are we leaking? Oh, we're leaking fuel. Let me see this. Looks like we're leaking fuel out of this return off of our cylinder 1, or that could be right from the injector feed line. I don't really know. I don't really know much about these trucks. Yeah, it just popped. It just popped off. That's like the pop you heard was just like that turbo boot popping off. The one down there. This thing's sweet though. Like that's fun. I like just bagging it. That's why I bought this thing, is just to basically drive the crap out of and just not really care, because it's just a second vehicle, you know? I don't want to wreck it per se, but just I don't care. I will drive it hard. Also, a lot of you guys probably know a lot more about this thing than I do. So with that whole fuel plate and air fuel, I still don't think the ratio is quite right. If you guys have any tips and tricks with that for me on how to set that, or if I should just buy an aftermarket fuel plate, just put in the comments, because I'm genuinely like curious as to what I should do to do it kind of properly. Where is it? There's the boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
Try to pop that on a little bit and we'll limp it back to the shop. Because we ain't going anywhere. Here, we're not going nowhere.
Be slow now.
Put it out there. With no boost, that's like, there's like 70 kilometers an hour it took that long to get to. Like, oh, just Christ. Man, I'm just like giving it throttle and we're just not. So what it's like to drive a 6.5 diesel with 1 pound of boost or whatever they make. I wonder, like, I'd like to know how hot EGTs are when you're driving like this. I guess we'll never know. Alright, well, we're back here. And this truck is hot. Really hot, and I don't want to touch it. So I'm just going to park it. And we'll take the 3rd gen
yeah, that thing needs some love. Needs to be driven. I'll just park over here.
Shut her down.
Yeah.
Put a fork in her. She's
fork
cooked.
in her. She's okay. She just needs to cool off, and we'll fix that. But I'll probably do that later because I gotta do work anyways. You didn't shut your door.
Oh. Well. It's kind of hard to see the frame's bent, so.
What?
What? Said the frame's bent, so you can't really close the door.
I don't think
very
I
easily.
think the bolts aren't tight on the door, so it kind of like drops off when you unlatch it. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're gonna hop in this 3rd gen, go for a boot, but yeah, that's it for this video. Like I said, if you guys have more advice for me on that fuel plate and air fuel ratio screw on for the 12 valve, let me know, because you guys know more than me on it, I'm sure. So but yeah, make sure you check out Instagram at Dark Iron Diesel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.